Clarity and love are being shown on planet Earth. It is Tuesday, December the 8th, 2020. And as time rolls on and more light is being shone on our earthly situation, clarity comes in, and the devious deeds and perfidy of our controllers are clearly seen by you, our dearest star seeds, our dearest light workers. You are so very aware now of the forces at play on planet Earth. You can see how the Great Awakening is playing out. It is a play of the light versus the dark, of good versus evil. Hitherto, the dark ones have functioned out of sight. Humanity has been tossed and twisted, befuddled and confused by the systems, the rules, regulations, and limitations that the dark controllers have set up. We have been confined, constrained, and puzzled by the ever-increasing poverty, depression, anger, and chaos. Life has become more and more complex, more and more difficult to handle. We felt like throwing up our hands in despair. We give more and more money to charities and to taxes to fund relief for the poor, to help the homeless, to provide food for the starving. And yet, things get worse and worse. And this is also good for the old control system. The corrupt tentacles of the Illuminati are losing their power. And in the process, they are showing themselves up for what they really are. Lies can no longer hide the details of the dark deeds that have manipulated and maneuvered mankind. So we are seeing the many ways in which the election results were perverted. In detail, we are told of the number of fraudulent votes that were introduced and how this was done. From dead voters to non-existent addresses, from the shredding of valid votes to the introduction of vast numbers of invalid votes, the fraudulent voter system set up by the satanic ones attempted to subvert the election. And, to ensure the victory of the dark, the computer counting system was designed to flip the votes. This is how the quantum love world works. It shows us the minutest details of our indoctrinated situation, so that by seeing the truth, we can set ourselves free. We can see how diabolical, how outrageous are the manipulations of the dark ones. And this, our very dear ones, is the system under which we have lived. No wonder life is so difficult. What seems to be positive is being proved to be negative. What seems to be evil is being shown to be goodly and godly. And our media, our information sources, are being shown as the spewers of false information, as the disseminators of lies that they truly are. Goodness, indeed goodness. Question everything. It is hard for us trusting empaths, who ourselves would never behave that way, to believe that any human being could or would lie so outrageously. When our fear-filled third-dimensional brethren are told that there is a vast conspiracy to control and dehumanize mankind, they cannot believe it. They cannot conceive that so many people, so many governing bodies, so many countries are involved. The Light Alliance was accused of collusion and conspiracy. The devil, evil, always accuses others of that which they are themselves guilty. This is an elemental technique of the dark ones. If you tell a lie, make it outrageous, and people will believe it. 6 media companies, 6 news outlets control the information we are fed. Each day, these 6 companies feed reporters the news items that they are to disseminate. Self-interest, the ego, ensures that this narrative is faithfully passed on to the residents of planet Earth as the truth. For the journalists are well paid for their compliance. They have succumbed to temptation, to corruption. Money rules their behavior. Prestige and earthly success are their idol. And you are, dear high-vibrating brethren, you see this clearly now. You have clarity as to the nature of our planet Earth conflict. You can see how the Dark Ones have achieved their control over mankind. You can see how they manipulate and pervert situations to their advantage. With this great awakening, the light and love, electromagnetic energies, are being poured onto the earth, and each day you feel lighter and clearer and more in joy and peace. For you, our dear ones, dear hearts, can assimilate this energy. You can incorporate it into your very beingness, into your human biological computer, into your body temple, your body that is the temple for your divine, immortal soul. This is where the light and the dark separate. This is where the good love rises up above the dark turbulence, the dark control. For both the third dimensional fear vibration and the fifth dimensional love vibration are present on the earth at this time. Those who are still immersed in the low vibrating, painful fear vibration cannot see the truth. They have no clarity. They believe what they are told. Their souls are not yet ready for ascension, and they will continue on their planet Earth journey until they too are ready to move up and out of their indoctrination and entrainment. There are now two Earths. There have always been two Earths, one superimposed on the other. As our vibration was low, as we were in the schoolroom of our planet Earth experience, we vibrated at a level where we could only see the low vibrating, fear-filled third dimensional Earth. We lived in fear, and we felt deeply the negative emotions that fall under the heading of fear. This is where many of our brethren still reside. It is all about frequency and vibration. Your frequency, your incorporation of the love vibration, has increased exponentially in the last months. It is the purpose of the Great Awakening to lift the vibration of the earth to the degree that we, who are ready, can leave behind the narrow vision of third dimensional existence. We can step into the wonderful fifth dimensional world of clarity, love, and light, and we are increasingly doing this every day, in every way. Yet the third dimensional earth is still there for those who need it, for those whose entrainment and indoctrination needs to continue, for those whose souls have chosen to walk the path of fear for another cycle of time. This is why it is so important for you to focus on the new, the love, the light, the glorious new world. Do not look at the details of the corruption. Do not concentrate on who said or did what, for by so doing, you will lower your vibration, lower your love quotient, and rejoin your third dimensional brethren in their fear frequency. The fifth dimensional love frequency that has always been here is accessible to you now. Focus on it. Be in joy, love, laugh, fun and frolic, for joy will raise you higher and put you in alignment with your soul's desire for love and light. By all means, it is entertainment to watch from a comfortable, neutral point of view, how the stage play is advancing, day by day, to see the brilliant chess moves of the Light Alliance, to see how the Great Awakening has been orchestrated. Yet, if you enmesh yourselves in the details, you will lower your frequency and be immersed in the misery of your third dimensional, fear-filled, powerless brethren. Oh, dear hearts, dear souls, these are great times indeed. We feel expectation in our hearts. We are filled with the knowing that all is well and that we can perceive the wonderful new world we are moving into. Life is good and getting better. The best is yet to come, dear brethren. The best is yet to come. Every day, in every way, you are feeling better and better. You now know all is well. You are divine, immortal souls, awakening from the human entrainment, and you are all the wiser and more loving and compassionate for the experience, for nothing wrong ever happened. All is proceeding exactly as it needs to on planet Earth today. That was Aita, channeling her higher self. We are blessed beings, indeed.